We're just hearing there from U.S. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi in her weekly briefing. Let's bring in ABC News political director Rick Klein for more on what we just heard. Rick, it was an interesting and different way to start off this briefing prior to the Speaker, Senator Schumer, up there saying that they have a framework ready for the infrastructure bill. Pelosi trying to clear that up. Can we make sense of what we heard?
Yeah, Kira, this was unusual, and I think the intent from Speaker Pelosi, Leader Schumer, and also Secretary Yellen was all around two different things. Number one, to try to calm financial markets and calm the country about the prospects of a government shutdown with only a week left on funding, as well as a potential default on the national debt, which could happen sometime in October. The clear message from Democrats is that while they're blaming Republicans for not helping, they're going to take care of this if and when the time is right. But as to that question of timing, that's the second message, and I think the message was intended for the Democratic Party that the train is leaving the station. But if you listen and try to dig into a little bit, as reporters in the room, including our colleague Rachel Scott just did, you realize this framework is actually a very broad menu of options around potential areas that the tax code can be tweaked, read that as tax increases, that would pay for whatever they agree to spend. So when you talk about an agreement, getting all members of the Senate that are Democrats and virtually all members of the House who are Democrats on board with leadership and the White House, that has not happened because there's no price tag. And we don't know even specifically what they're trying to do with this menu of options. So I think this was an attempt to show progress where, frankly, it's been pretty stalled. The meetings at the White House yesterday went on for hours, but no one left with a clear path forward. And you saw our colleague, again, Rachel Scott, asking Speaker Pelosi, will there definitely be a vote on Monday on that bipartisan infrastructure bill? Even that she couldn't commit to, just said one day at a time.
Well, so what's next for these spending bills? When can the American public actually start to see some of the impact of the new legislative agendas?
Totally unclear. I mean, the idea of bringing something up that might fail on the House floor is not the Pelosi style. I can't imagine that happening on Monday. But she continues to say both bills will pass. At this point, it seems inevitable to me that you're going to have to push well beyond Monday to have a true framework or any kind of a bill written. We don't have anything close to language. We don't have anything close to even knowing what the proposals are. And again, those meetings yesterday didn't actually bring an agreement. So all I think this is now is leadership trying to say, trust us on this to their own members, to the public. They're moving ahead. But again, these deadlines get pretty stubborn. And just a week from now to have our government shut down, about a month from now to have potential defaults on the national debt, those are serious, serious things. And I think Democrats are trying to show that they are in control at a moment where their own party continues to be deeply, deeply divided.
Clearly, we're still following the briefing here, but so far we haven't heard anything about the police reform and the talks. Dead. I mean, the Speaker didn't say anything to this point. So what's next? And is this just no-go for police reform in the U.S. or possibly a momentary pause? I mean, as of yesterday, it didn't sound good.
Yeah, I mean, there's an announcement from the lead negotiators on this that those talks are dead, that they moved to some things that were just going to be intractable, unsolvable problems. The issues around what qualifies as qualified immunity for police officers, something the unions were dug in on, Republicans were dug in on. This had some bright moments, some very dark moments. The anniversary of the George Floyd killing was a time where it looked like there might be some movement, and it's a deep disappointment to people involved in those talks, to President Biden, to Vice President Harris. They say that they're going to continue to commit to trying to work for a bipartisan solution. In the meantime, a lot of eyes will be on the White House. Are there things that can be done through the executive branch administratively to try to clarify and change regulations around this? But this is a big miss, and it's something that's going to be felt well through the halls of Congress and beyond.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.